Disclaimer: we believe it's important to approach each topic with a balanced perspective while considering opposing views. This video doesn't intend to propagate conspiracy theories or promote distrust in governments or institutions. Instead, it aims to foster awareness and encourage dialogue about the structures and systems that influence our lives. The Great Transfer: seizing wealth through economic strains and societal pressures. In an era marked by soaring healthcare costs, rampant inflation, and a declining US dollar, we find ourselves at the precipice of what could potentially be the greatest wealth transfer in history. As wars rage on and political propaganda manipulates the minds of the masses, we dissect the multifaceted aspects of modern societal and economic warfare. The rising healthcare costs have become a national crisis, creating an immense financial burden on the average citizen. This crisis is like a game of siege warfare where citizens are the casualties, and the amassed wealth is transferred to big pharmaceutical companies and healthcare institutions. Rising energy costs. An indispensable part of this great shift is the skyrocketing energy costs, a variable that profoundly impacts wealth transference. The escalating prices of oil, gas, and other energy resources are not just fluctuating numbers, they are catalysts transferring wealth from the general populace to the energy magnates. As energy prices soar, everyday consumers and small businesses bear the brunt, spending a substantial portion of their income to meet basic energy needs. Conversely, large energy corporations and oil-rich nations witness a surge in profits, accumulating wealth at an unprecedented rate. The escalating cost of energy acts as an invisible tax on the global population, siphoning wealth upwards to the echelons of power and influence. It's a subtle, yet powerful mechanism contributing to the ongoing and relentless wealth transfer from the many to the few. The implications are extensive, impacting global economies, widening inequality, and potentially escalating social unrest. Understanding this dynamic is crucial, as it sheds light on the multifaceted nature of wealth transference in our modern era. In this delicate balance of power and wealth, it is imperative for us to be cognizant of these underlying currents, to advocate for equitable energy policies, and to strive for sustainability and energy independence, ensuring a more balanced and fair wealth distribution for generations to come. Inflation and the declining dollar. The relentless march of inflation coupled with the depreciating US dollar has widened the wealth gap. As the purchasing power of the average worker continues to fall, it leaves many struggling to afford basic necessities. The rich, however, can leverage these economic shifts, seizing opportunities for wealth accumulation. Taxes and unfair laws. In this modern warfare, tax codes and seemingly unfair laws written by lobbyists and special interests are the invisible weapons, often benefiting those who are already wealthy. These laws, constructed under the guise of economic balance, effectively transfer wealth from the many to the few, altering the financial landscape of individuals and nations alike. Fear in the economy. Fear, a primitive yet powerful tool, is being used to manipulate and control the masses. By igniting fears about the economy, war, and societal collapse, the powers that be can maneuver public opinion and actions, thus facilitating the restructuring and reallocation of wealth. War and drugs. The global war terrain is not just about territorial disputes but also involves the war on drugs. This multifaceted aspects of war acts as a conduit for wealth transfer, enriching the multinational defense contractors while draining the resources and well-being of the populations involved. Political propaganda. Political propaganda shapes perceptions and molds opinions, turning the electorate into puppets. This influence through lobbying extends beyond elections. It affects policies, laws, and eventually, the distribution of wealth. By controlling narratives, those in power can dictate the flow of wealth, directing it away from the masses and towards themselves. The systematic approach. The amalgamation of these strategies forms a multifaceted approach to seize warfare, reflecting a more systemic and covert operation. This comprehensive system aims to consolidate power and control by influencing socio-economic landscapes, often at the expense of individual freedoms and privacy. The future of seize warfare. The potential future of seize warfare is intertwined with technological advancements and globalization. The rise of digital currencies, data harvesting, and surveillance technologies provides unprecedented means of monitoring, control, and resource confiscation. In summary, the convergence of rising healthcare costs, inflation, the declining US dollar, burdensome taxes, unfair laws, pervasive fear, unstable economy, relentless wars, the rampant drug crisis, and ubiquitous political propaganda are the components of a silent warfare. This elaborate seize warfare is geared towards orchestrating the greatest wealth transfer in history. By understanding the evolution of seize warfare from historical seizures to its present subtle and systemic forms is crucial to recognize and challenge the inherent power dynamics. Awareness and vigilance can empower individuals and communities to advocate for transparency, fairness, and freedom, and to resist undue coercion and control. Thank you for joining us on this journey through SEAS warfare. If you found this topic enlightening, please like, share and subscribe to our channel.